Hey everyone, so in this tutorial we've got a signature that we have not decorated yet. So we're going to embellish that, and these pages are going to be coming together when we attach them with our remaining piece of fabric. So I'm going to decoupage the border of this napkin and the bicycle. Just really cute image. I just love it. So I'm separating the layers of the napkin. It's going to just really, the thinner you can get your napkin, it just looks like it's just laying there on the paper. It's really cool because it's not a thick piece of napkin. So that's why I'm peeling it apart and then going to just glue it down with the Mod Podge. And this was a little piece from the napkin. I thought I would incorporate it somehow on here. I just like that little thin line there. So I think I'll kind of make a little separation in between the bicycle and the border on the bottom of the page. So I'm just going to cut that, peel the layers, and then, glue it down. And yeah, I was having some technical difficulties this weekend, so that's why the video is going up a day late than I wanted it to. Sometimes those things happen, but at least we're going to get it up today, Monday, so that's good. And basically we're going to finish this signature here, or I guess you could say the back page of one, front page of the other signature. We're going to attach it all together and to the book. And then in the next tutorial, I will show you that if you want to incorporate the remaining pages of your book, some different ideas that you can do. Maybe just paint on them, do some stamping, some stenciling, or if you don't want to use them, then I've got some ideas for that too. We could just glue it all together to seal it up, just kind of make like each thick stack of paper. or if you wanted to use some and not all. So we'll do that. That'll probably be our, I guess, finale, season finale video on that. I wanted to go ahead and show you, in case you're maybe ahead of me on this book, show you how to go ahead and just finish her up. So that's what we're working on here. I wanted to embellish this envelope. It's real cute. Sometimes the craft paper can be a little dark. I just wanted to tone it down basically. So I'm applying the gesso, and then when that dries, I thought I would apply some of the wax paste. I really like the wax paste. To me, it's like working with soft pastels. Those are so fun. I just absolutely love those. I still have their vintage Rembrandt pastels, and I absolutely love them. And sometimes I get them out and I use them. They are still usable. I mean, those things are probably 40 years old, but I keep them in their original container, and they still work. So it's really cool. But the wax paste, it just kind of reminds me of that. You know how you just kind of spread it around with your finger to get it all mixed together a little bit to kind of soften those edges. So with the wax paste, that just reminds me of those pastels. And as I'm rubbing on the wax paste, what I do, I put a little glob on the side of my finger, I guess kind of more in the middle of my finger, but I basically am raking my finger on the side of it to just get a little bit of that wax paste at a time. For me personally, I like to add a little bit at a time and just kind of keep going. Sometimes I do just glob it all over the place and then just rub it out really good. But I prefer, if I can get my finger to move right, I prefer to just kind of rake it all along the side, and it gets a little bit of that wax paste at a time, and it helps with the soft edges and the blending of one line of wax paste to the next line of wax paste. Helps it to just kind of flow good. So I let the wax paste sit for a little bit to just kind of dry. And now I'm coming back with the rub-on transfers and going to finish embellishing my envelope. I thought I'd also do a little bit of stamping, and I'm using the same color I did in the last video. Is it Plum Preserves? I want to say it's a Tim Holtz Distress ink, and I absolutely love it. To me, it kind of has a chalky effect to it. I just absolutely love those Distress Oxide inks. They are really cool. And so I'm just kind of doing a little bit of inking and then just kind of finishing up there, with my envelope. And a great way I like to do is just kind of paper clip it onto the page. And then I thought on the back side, I'll just take a piece of washi tape and adhere a journaling card to it. It just kind of utilizes some more space. I can flip it out, mat a photo onto it, or a little area for journaling. So that just kind of will finish up this envelope. So I'm going to undo the Sari silk that I had previously tied onto my book cover, because I want to open it up so that we can start gluing everything. So I had a leftover piece of the Paris fabric, and I'm going to cut that to where it'll make 3 pieces. We're going to glue these signatures together that we just embellished, and then you'll have the front of the first signature to glue to the back of the first front cover, and then the back of the second signature to glue it to the back of the book. So that's kind of what we're doing, and I'm trying to figure out which piece I want to go on here. And so I finally figure it out, and then I'm just going to start gluing. And I like to apply glue on one side first. Go ahead and glue that piece down. And then I like to, kind of flap it over and apply more glue, and then just let it flat back over onto the book page. I try to make it fit as naturally as possible. It gets a little messy and kind of sticks together, but overall it works pretty good. And I'm trying to make sure everything's lined up as I'm gluing it all down. So that signature was pretty easy. The front cover and back cover is a little bit tricky, just because our signatures, they've gotten just a little bit chunky, so they don't fit quite like they did when we first started altering our book. But that's okay. What I do is I'm going to glue the back of this signature and apply the fabric to it. I'm going to do that first. I'm going to flip this piece of fabric over, apply glue on it. You know, I want a good layer of glue on there. And then I'm going to take the back cover, kind of lift it up a little bit, you know, trying to squish the signatures down in there. Try to line everything up, apply a little pressure, you know, to close it real good. And however it lays is how I'm going to keep it, because that is the way that it's going to close and open, and I want everything to just fall naturally in place. So that is the easiest way for me that I am able to do that. So basically we're going to repeat the same step with the front cover. So I've let the back of the book dry before going on to the front of the book and gluing that down. And I like to let each signature dry. I did not, when we did the first one for the middle of the book, I did not let that one dry. I left it wet, hurried up, went and did the back of the book, and then I kind of left everything propped open so it could dry before moving on to the front of the book here. So, and just applying the same steps on this part that I did for the back of the book. So this will go ahead and finish this tutorial. Again, on the next one, I'm going to show you some things you could do for inside of the signatures if you want to, and also if you don't want to, you know, what we could do to go ahead and seal those off. So if you have any questions or things that you want me to show in the next video, let me know. Thank you so much for watching.